guys, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an in-depth review, first impressions, and wear test of the MACQUEEN Cushion Foundation. Now I did learn about this product from Jordy, It's Likely Makeup here on YouTube, and she says that it works wonders for her. She said it's a light to medium foundation coverage that gives a dewy finish. So like I usually do, I wanted to give this the full treatment. I wanted to compare this against some other products that are similar to it. I wanted to give it a, first impressions test and a wear test throughout the day. I want to just see how this does for me and also give you guys some background information on the company and the product itself. Since this will be a longer, more in-depth video, I always do put timestamps in the description box below, so make sure to go there if you care to just skip ahead straight to the, application or to see what I think at the end of the day, things like that. There is a hair on my nose somewhere that won't get off. Now this is the part of the video where I usually ask you guys to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell, all the things like that. Please know that it really helps out YouTubers, me and every other person that does this platform if you do take the time to interact with videos. Giving it a comment down below, sharing it with your friends, anything like that, turning on notifications, that really helps YouTube to understand what you guys want to see more and will help you guys to see more of the things that should apply to you and perk your interest, things like that. So I will ask that, please give this video a thumbs up. I worked really hard on this content and it would mean a whole lot to me. Leave a comment down below, share this video with your friends, subscribe, all that good stuff, but let's get right into this review. So I do not have any makeup on my face, as you can likely tell, but I did do all of my skincare beforehand, so there's plenty of time for it to soak in. I did cleanse, I toned, I used my hyaluronic acid, I used sunscreen, and then I finished it off with my NIOD Photography Fluid Opacity 12%. This is stuff that I do every day, so I wanted my skin to be prepped the way it would for any foundation. I am giving it time to sink in, so while it does, let's give you a little bit of background. As far as I can tell, this brand is mainly sold on YesStyle.com. YesStyle.com sells a ton of Korean beauty products and just all sorts of ranges, things like that. From what I can tell about the brand as a whole, they do have a full range of products. So they have your foundation, your concealer, your lipsticks, although they mainly work in lip tints since that's so popular in Korean beauty culture, things like that. And then they also have this. Like what even is that? On YesStyle.com and a couple of other places, it does say that they are cruelty-free. Now, it just says that and it doesn't really give any background on it, so I did my research. I looked all over the internet. I scoured for so long trying to find some proof that this brand is cruelty-free, that they are not sold in China. The only indication that I can find so far that they may not be cruelty-free is the fact that when you look up, MACQUEEN Foundation China, the first thing that comes up is Alibaba. Alibaba is a website that sells, is based in China, and they sell products to China in general. But when you look up the MACQUEEN Foundation, even though it appears on the website, it says contact supplier. They do not offer it directly on the website as far as I can tell. So I still have to do a little bit more research into this, but the brand is saying they're cruelty-free. I'm gonna hope that they're telling the truth. The parent brand for MACQUEEN is Tritex Korea Company. They are based in Seoul, so they are not based in China, anything like that. Again, a little more research is necessary. One thing that's interesting is when reading about the brand, they say a lot of their products contain the ingredient hanbang, and I could be pronouncing that completely wrong, so forgive me, don't butcher me, don't at me. Directly from the site, the brand offers a selection of skincare and makeup items made from traditional Korean medicinal ingredients called hanbang. Hanbang cosmetics utilize highly concentrated natural ingredients and ancient fermentation methods. Fermentation, so does this mean it's like wine? As far as the other ingredients, there are, some typical ones. It does appear to be a water-based foundation and it does contain aloe, so if your skin is sensitive to aloe, you might want to stay away from this. Otherwise, the ingredients are all in Korean. And it's been pretty hard to find a website that's going to translate all of it. So proceed with caution. Now I want to get into my ordering experience with YesStyle. This is my first time ordering from them. I do know that they're a big, popular, wide company, and I've just never ordered from them before. So this foundation did retail for $10.90 each, but it was marked down to $10.35 each. It seems that no matter when I've gone on the website, there's always been a 4% discount, which why even offer a discount? But I digress. I'll take any discount I can get, but make it like a 10, a 15. a 75% discount. One cool thing about this though is that you can buy refills for this, so you don't have to continually buy the compact over and over. And the retails only go for a little bit above $6. So if I like this, I love the fact that I don't have to continually buy the packaging and I can just get the refills for $6. Like, that's not bad at all. I ordered this on June 13th. I didn't pay for expedited shipping or anything like that, and it shipped the same day and was in my hands by June 21st, 8 days later. I am so impressed with that because I have found that there are some brands that are in this country, in the United States, maybe not even that far away from me, and they can take longer than 8 days to get to me. So super impressed with how fast the shipping was. The packaging was a little bit weird. So I received one of those very thin plastic white envelopes that felt just very solid. And then this was inside. It says YesStyle on it. But do you see how big this is? This is basically a takeout food container. So, I mean, when I open this up, you know, this is basically a takeout food container. And it had bubble wrap in here, and it had the foundation wrapped really, really well. Now again, since it's cushion foundation and it's in a plastic compact, it's not really susceptible to breaking too much, but this was packaged so well that there was no way it could break. There was something that I saw in one of Jen Love's reviews videos that I thought was such a good idea, so thank you, Jen. I do want to talk about the return policy for this brand. If your item is defective, you have 14 days to return or exchange it. Or if it is unopened, just something you do not want, but it is unopened, you also have 14 days to exchange it or return it. So I think that's actually a decent return policy for something this inexpensive. A lot of times brands that are this inexpensive don't offer any returns. Like, for example, ColourPop, who you guys know I love, offers no returns no matter what. So I'm glad that there is some sort of policy in place with them. Then I wanted to show you guys some comparisons as far as other cushion foundations out on the market. Now in 2017, there was kind of an explosion of cushion foundations. Every brand from Wet n Wild to Dior was coming out with cushion foundations and really promoting the heck out of them. But in 2018, the story is a little bit different. There are still so many on the market, but the more I did research, the more I saw that most of them have been marked down and maybe only have 1 or 2 shades left. As quick as it came in, it seems like it's going out just as fast. I have only tried one cushion foundation, and that was back before I started my cruelty-free journey, and that was for the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, and I really liked it. But when I ran out of it, I never restocked it, so I wanted to try this new one. As you can see, this foundation is on the lower end of the price scale. Now, it was hard to find out sizes for these products because a lot of them have websites that are in Korean or Chinese or Japanese, things like that, and it was a little bit hard for me to translate. So also, as you will notice, not all these brands are cruelty-free at all. I just wanted to be fair and talk about all of the cushion foundations that I could find on the market. Obviously not all of them, but most of them, you get my point. What I was most surprised to find out is that most of these foundations had an SPF of 50. Now, not all of them. There were some with an SPF of 15, some with 35, some where I couldn't find any information about SPF at all, but I was shocked at how many have a whopping SPF 50 in it. So I really do like that. Okay, congratulations if you guys made it this far. I'm about to slap this stuff on my face, so let me put my hair back real quick. Now, I will be the first to admit that since I am not a makeup artist, just a makeup lover, a makeup enthusiast, that one thing I am absolute shit at is picking out foundation colors, especially online. So they only had 4 colors, which kind of sucks, but 2 are cool tone, 2 are warm tone. So I just bought both of the warm tone foundations. One of these is likely gonna be way too light, but we'll get into this and we'll see. Let's look at the packaging. So the packaging is kind of adorable. It's these pink compacts. They are very thick, I will say. But you can see there's a button right there, and when you pop it, it pops open. And you get a nice mirror, actually. It's a decent quality with this cute little powder puff. What's weird is I usually don't like using these. I'm not much of a germaphobe, but the idea of these still kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I'm gonna look into seeing how I can wash this, because if I can wash this as often as I do my beauty blender, I'm gonna give it a shot. And then you open this up, and there's a little sticker there to help you protect the foundation. So what's interesting is that this looks completely white right now. Now I'm guessing that when you press your sponge into it more, that's when it'll come up. This looks very dark, which surprises me. This is the darker of the two. So let me see what the lighter one looks like. I'm shocked that the lighter one might actually be better for me. So I'm gonna give this a shot. What it says to do is apply from the inside out, and it is supposed to give a dewy, buildable coverage. Let's zoom in a little bit on my face. Oh, hello. So I'm gonna take this foundation, I'm gonna try to press the sponge into it, maybe even upside down, just to get the product going a little bit. Yep, you can see it's coming through. I do have it here, so I'm gonna start applying this from the inside of my face outward. Ooh, okay. So looking at this, I do think that this one is a little too light for my skin tone. I'm actually gonna take this off and go back in with the darker shade, which is W23. So here's what I will say so far. The coverage is actually decent. I think most people would refer to this as a light coverage, but for me, I feel like this is definitely a medium coverage because I can still sort of see it on my face, but at the same time, it's letting this beautiful glow through. So it is definitely a dewy foundation, and if you are oily, I do not think you would like this. If you are someone who enjoys a good dewy foundation, give this a shot. Now, this has not even set completely. I do still feel it on my skin. So maybe this is a product that I need to give a couple of minutes to settle into my skin before powdering it. So I will, give it that. I'm gonna give it the full benefit of the doubt, but the coverage is absolutely stunning. It really did even out my skin tone. It covered the blue kind of veins that I have on my eyelids, and it is still letting a lot of natural glow show through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna do my eyes, my eyebrows, my face, my everything, and I will be right back. Okay, so here are my first impressions on this foundation. Now, first of all, I wanted you guys to see that I did not put any highlighter on today, and there is still this gorgeous glow coming from within kind of thing, and I really like the finish it gives my skin. It is definitely a dewy finish. It is definitely not a full coverage foundation, and that is right up my alley. That being said, being that this is me, I need to put on a little highlighter because, Okay, so starting with the pros of this foundation, again, there is that beautiful dewy coverage that really does make your skin look glowing and youthful, everything like that. It did even help to cover up some of my fine lines, which is crazy. Now, I definitely have some deep, straight up wrinkles. I'm not calling them fine lines because they're not cute like fine lines. These deep wrinkles. It does not cover those. However, some of the finer lines that I have a little bit by my mouth, I have a little bit, here. It covers those up nicely. It does give a beautiful buildable coverage, so you can build this up to a medium coverage. But let's go to the cons. If I touch my face, I can still feel it. It almost feels like the foundation never fully set in, even though I have powdered it. I've put powder contour, I have now put powder highlight on top of it, and it still doesn't feel like it has set into my skin. It also did break up a little bit around my nose. Now, most people, theirs breaks up right around here. For me, for some reason, it's on the ball of my nose, and it definitely broke up a little bit there. Nothing catastrophic, but something I definitely want to keep in mind. Otherwise, so far, I really like this foundation. So far. I admit that I don't have high hopes for this looking this good later on today. Now, I've had this foundation on for about 20 minutes, and it is 9:40 a.m., so let's say 9:15 a.m. or so is when I put this on. I'm hoping to check back in near the end of the day. I don't have like a crazy full day. I'm going to get my nails done, so my nails are gonna look like a different color when I come back. And I've got some other things to do. It is 90+ degrees outside, and it is going to be a hot one. So this might just melt off all my face by noon, who knows? But I will check in with you guys back at the end of the day to let you know my final thoughts, and I will see you guys then. So I wanted to check in. It's about 1:30. I've had the makeup on for about 4 hours, and I was genius. Genius, let me tell you. So I went and I got my nails done, I got a pedicure, and I was cool. I pulled back in my driveway and I was like, holy crap, like the weeds in my garden have taken over everything. So I'm just gonna pull a few weeds. Well, pulling a few weeds turned into, I'm gonna pull weeds for about an hour in the 90-degree heat while I'm testing a foundation. So I am sweaty as hell, but foundation is still kind of held on, which I'm impressed about. We're gonna see how it is for the rest of the day, but oh, you guys, I am nasty sweaty, nasty gross. So I feel bad. I probably shouldn't have done this on a foundation testing day, but what can you do? Maybe this will put it to the ultimate test. See you guys later. Okay, you guys, it is 6:40 p.m. It has been about 9 hours since I put on this foundation, and I am pretty impressed with it. Here are the main reasons I'm impressed. I sweat my butt off today. For one, as I showed you in the previous clip, I took a nap today because it's Sunday, and that's what I do on Sundays. I ran around a mall. I did a lot of stuff today. I did some cleaning. I just was crazy busy today, and the foundation has held up pretty well. Now, there are a couple of areas that I do want to point out, so let's zoom in. Now, the foundation did break up, like I said, on my nose right on the ball here. You can sort of see that there's like a little crevice there. That's where my foundation always settles and always breaks up. So it's kind of hard for me to find a foundation that doesn't do that. As for here, the reason that you're seeing the dark circles has actually nothing to do with the foundation. This has everything to do with the fact that I put concealer there and then I kind of sweat it off. So that has nothing to do with foundation, but look at the glow that is still coming through overall. I love the way this makes my skin look. I'm super impressed at how kind of youthful, dare I say, this makes my skin look. And as I say that, I get some deep wrinkles right here. In all, I am more impressed with this foundation than I originally thought I would be. It did settle into the skin eventually. I do not feel it on my skin at all, and it only slid away in the parts where all of my foundations slide away. So I really do like this foundation. If you have used cushion foundations in the past, please comment down below. Tell me which ones you have liked, and bonus points if they're cruelty-free. I'm really curious to try out some more now. I keep hearing about the Wet n Wild cushion foundation. Let me know if that's one that you guys like or you'd like to see a review on. Thank you guys so much for watching this from the bottom of my heart. I love putting this content together for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I know some of these videos can tend to be a little bit longer, but it's really because I want to give you guys as much information as possible so you really can make informed buying decisions. Because like, I don't know about you, but I don't have like a bucket full of cash right here that I can just be like, bitch, give me all the makeup. So we gotta be picky and choosy about which makeup we're gonna buy, and I hope that this helped any of you guys who maybe were on the fence about this. That's it. Again, you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. You are super rock stars, and I love you with my heart and my brain and my everything, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!